Hey, if you're looking for a builder in Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky that combines customization, quality, and experience, Drees Homes might be for you. In this episode of our Home Builder series, we are going to be focusing specifically on Drees, and they are one of the most trusted names in local new construction. We're going to walk you through their process, highlight their key features, and help you decide if they're the right fit for your new home. Let's get into it. Hey, Danny Barron here with the Barron Group in Cincinnati, Ohio. We are the #1 large real estate team here in the area. And today I am thrilled to be joined by Stephanie Rogers. Stephanie works with Drees Homes as a market manager. She's going to walk us through what it looks like today to build a home with Drees and what makes them a little bit unique as a production builder. But more than anything, I want you to hear that we at the Barron Group are here to be a resource for you when it comes to building a new home. Whether you're considering building a custom home or a production home, we would love to be your first call to introduce you to some of these fantastic builders in the area. And the entire point of the series is for you to get to know them, to see a little bit of a peek behind the curtain for their processes and the different styles of homes or communities that they offer. For now, without any further ado, let's get into it with Drees Homes. All right, we are here with Stephanie Rogers from Drees. Thank you, Stephanie, for your time and joining us here today. Yeah. Can you give us a little bit of the history of Drees as a company, and then maybe a little bit even about the story of coming to Cincinnati? If you know any of that context, would be awesome as well.
Yeah, so Drees actually started in Northern Kentucky in 1928, so they have been around for a long time, over 95 years, and still family owned to this day. So that's definitely sets us apart from other production builders in town. It's 3 generations back. So right now, David Drees is our president. We have Barbara Drees, his sister, is the head of our marketing department. And we have Alexa Drees, who works in our design center. So very much family oriented.
Awesome. So when we're working with Drees, what does it look like for you guys when you're working with clients? And do you have a bunch of floor plans they're choosing from? Talk to me about that process.
Yeah, so Drees has over 200 floor plans.
Oh, wow.
So we have a separate division of Drees. We have our Northern Kentucky market. We have our Cincinnati market where we have communities, but we also have a build on your own lot division.
Awesome.
So if people wanted to build on their own lot, they can go through our 200 floor plans and pick, ones that suit them to customize. But typically in every neighborhood, we have at least 10 that people can pick from.
Cool. Is that a normal thing that you found in the production world to do build on your own lot? That feels like something that maybe not all production builders would do.
No, so that's like a very Drees specific thing. So most production builders don't want to deal with maybe build on your own lot.
Sure.
But Drees is kind of the right in between the being custom and being production. I would say we're very custom friendly, and we compete a lot with custom builders with some of our price points. So we have a process to do a custom build home, but we just do it a lot quicker.
Can you walk us through a typical timeline from start to finish of a home? And this might be different from neighborhood or square footage of homes, but give us kind of the broad just timeline expectations.
Yeah, so we have 4 different levels or series of homes, but generally you're going to look anywhere between 6 to 8 months from start to finish. Awesome. So that's signing a contract to closing and moving in.
Wow. Can you talk us through those 4 different levels of home? You've got my attention now. Talk to me about that.
Yeah. So we have a little bit of something for everyone. Cool. All of our communities are kind of catered to a different demographic. So we have Pure Style, which is kind of our product line it's simplistic in its design. It's very easy to pick out selections. We have design centers in our models. So that's awesome. Going to be more affordable. So Pure Style is just the first time home buyer home, if you will.
Great.
Then we have our Series 1, our Series 2, and our Series 3 homes.
Okay.
Now, basically, when you say Series 1, maybe just your basic included finishes, maybe vinyl floors, level 1 carpet.
Sure.
And then as you go up, you're getting more higher end finishes included in the homes.
Cool. And are some of those neighborhood dependent? Hey, we're launching this neighborhood in X neighborhood in Cincinnati area. We're going to include this level of finishes as kind of a base package?
Correct. So we have a neighborhood right now that just opened, Ivy Lane in Mason.
Yep.
So
I've heard a lot about it.
It's a lot. It's a popular one. But yeah, it's a Series 2. So you're going to have, quartz included. You're going to have luxury vinyl floors and just a lot more included in that price range.
Awesome. So when you guys are building for your clients, how do you ensure quality construction practices? Do you have teams or departments? What does that look like at Drees?
Yeah, so I've worked for 2 other builders in town. And one thing I like about Drees is that they actually have not only our builders are going to walk the homes for their own quality control. They have their own checklist that they follow. But before they walk the home, we have our warranty department come out. And a person from our warranty team come out, walk through the home, make their checklist. And so we kind of do it with our warranty and then our builder. And so by the time the customer is walking through the home, it's good to go.
So when someone's building a home with Drees, what kind of support or guidance do they have throughout that build process?
Yeah, so there's a lot of people that kind of help and kind of pass the torch through the process. My title is market manager, so I'm always people's go-to. Okay. So if they're having problems with like financing or the construction, the builder or design center.
You're hearing from people throughout, it sounds like.
Yeah. Like I'm the girl that gets the phone call for those. Besides that, we have our My Drees app. So people can log in from the start of signing a contract and we upload everything onto there. Cool. We upload pictures throughout the process and it's something they'll always have.
That's nice to have kind of a one-stop shop to be able to see all the stuff. And I know there's a lot of moving parts when you're building a house like this. So people are probably often asking, where's the thing? It sounds like there's a location for that, which is nice. Yes,
we upload blueprints, selections, everything. So if you need to go back, you want to finish your basement one day and select the same carpet, it's on the app.
Awesome. What advice would you have for somebody who is building with Drees for the first time?
If you are building for the first time, I would say don't be afraid to ask questions. And then don't be afraid to explore all the different floor plans, to walk through as many homes as you can, to go out and check out as many models as you can.
How does that work? Like if you guys only have a limited model selection, are they able to go in other homes that are either under construction or that people already live in? How do people see those different models without just being on paper? Because I know that's tough for people.
Yeah. So, good question. We're in Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati, so we have quite the presence with model homes in this area.
Sure.
So people could probably easily walk through about 20 different model homes.
Cool.
And then if you want to walk through market homes that are finished, that are just on the market for anybody, I always suggest people walk through that and find out what you like, what colors and finishes and size. It's always a great idea.
Cool. With market homes, how many market homes do you guys have on the market at any given time? Like, do you have a bunch of inventory for sale right now? How does that work?
We have I think right now, roughly probably like 45 market homes.
Cool.
So every community is going to have anywhere from 2 to maybe 15 market homes. Okay. Depending on the size.
Cool.
So we always try to keep them as part of our business plan and for people relocating that need something sooner than later.
Sure. And I've actually had someone do a quick move in with Drees, and for their situation, it was coming to town quickly. And I know not having to wait for the build, but still getting the new build home was fantastic for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are some of the neighborhoods or communities that you guys are doing right now that you're excited about?
Some of my favorite communities are kind of on the west side. One is Trailhead. Okay. It's out in Harrison. There's 5 different product lines. We're putting in a pool this coming spring, and it's just got a ton of amenities. Janson Woods is a new pocket community that we opened. It's been open for maybe 6 months. Great wooded lots, half-acre lots. So that's a great community.
Those are 2 things that people love, so I'm sure that's going to be a hit for people.
Yeah, so it's sold fast. We're like halfway through the lots that we have, but that's been really popular. And then we also have one that just opened in Lebanon, close to downtown Lebanon, called Toll House.
Cool. And then maybe some communities that are upcoming. Can you tell us about anything that's in the works right now for Drees?
Yeah, so we have Eagle's Nest and Miami Reserves that are coming to Loveland, 2 different communities there. We have Ivy Lane in Mason, or we're calling it Ivy Lane 2.0.
Okay.
So it's a new one in Mason in 2026.
Cool.
And then we also have a piece of land in Amelia off of Judd Road coming. So these are all like 2026, so in the works.
All right, here's a more fun one. What are some of the popular requests or design trends that you're seeing right now with houses?
I would say guest suites are huge. So multi-generational living, people adding extra bedrooms or kitchen or sitting areas for their parents moving in. That's been big. I feel like before 2020, offices were going out of houses. Now I feel like they're coming back. So offices, homework nooks are really huge. I also think like family foyers, so like drop zone areas, dog washing stations, storage and like space for all the Costco goods are really big right now.
Cool. This one would be more for you as an advisor. Where do you see the Cincinnati housing market headed, and what role does new construction play in that as a result?
I think Cincinnati has one of the strongest markets in the country. It's the Midwest, so we're super affordable. I think new construction is going to be a huge need in the next coming years just because of the low inventory.
Sure. Yeah, I would completely say that we are one of the most stable markets. And I think on the real estate side, we totally see the lack of inventory. So we are thankful that you guys are putting up great houses for people, or that you can work with people to get these builds done. So I completely agree with you.
Yeah, we just got to find the land.
That's right. That's right. So when someone's considering building a house, they're looking at Cincinnati, they're scoping all of their options. What would you say is the Drees pitch of what's setting you guys apart from these other builders and these other communities?
I think for me, as a person that's worked for other builders, I think it's just like the people. Yeah. I know my first day at Drees, I met a builder that has been there for 40 years. We have designers that have been there for 25 years. All my colleagues are like super credible. I think the least amount of experience is maybe 10 years. So we all have a lot of experience with new home construction, customizing things, and just the process. Drees is super, super huge on customer service. So we survey our clients multiple times throughout the process, and then the surveys get sent out to the entire division. So it's something that, you really want to pay attention to your customers and following up through the process and making sure they're happy.
Well, Stephanie, thank you for your time. Tell us a little bit about your role as we're kind of signing off here. What is it that you're doing on a day-to-day basis? Can you help people? And then maybe what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Yeah, so I'm a market manager at Drees. So technically right now I am waiting for my model to be built, but I'm overseeing a community on the west side, Janson Woods.
Okay.
But I can cross-sell anywhere.
Okay.
So I sold one a couple weeks ago in Liberty Township. I've sold them in Lebanon. So
awesome.
I go a little bit everywhere. So people can just reach out and I can help them with all the different communities that we have and see what their best fit is.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, a huge thank you to Stephanie for her time today and representing Drees, for all of us to unpack a little bit more about their process when it comes to building new homes in these communities, as well as scattered site in Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. I used to work in the new build industry, and lots of our team members have experience building homes with folks and clients that we've worked with, so do not hesitate to reach out to us. And if you don't mind, like this video and subscribe below to our channel for more content just like this. There are more builders for you to meet, and we're taking it as our role to introduce you to them. We'll see you in the next one.